Hi, Katie Kaczynski, Senior Producer on New World Aeternum.
David Verfai, Creative Director.
So what is this game? It's not a DLC, it's an actual standalone game.
Yeah, so this is actually like the ultimate experience of New World. This is, for folks that have been playing for a while, this is a continuation of their journey. And then for folks that are new, this is the ultimate experience for them. So it's not a standalone.
Yeah, I think what for me is awesome about it is it brings all the content we've been putting together for 3 years all in one new package for players. We've streamlined the start of it. We've added a bunch of things to make it easier to onboard into the experience.
So would it be fair to compare this to like a Game of the Year edition, something similar in that regard?
You know, it's not that I would say that, but I love the way you said it, so sure. I love that.
So you guys have had controller support in New World, and this game also has full controller support. What are some of the challenges in making that feel good in an MMO?
Yeah, I think MMOs are very complex, obviously, so having to deal with all the complexity of there, we've done things like added shortcuts now, we've allowed you to rebind it. We've also added a bunch of new and improved controller functionality, like now there's aim assists, there's target lock-on, so we really brought controller, I think, to sort of the heart of the experience, to make it feel natural to run around the world with it.
What are some of the challenges when bringing an MMO to just a console in general? Because now I feel like there's less power than you have in the PC versions.
Yeah, I'll start. I mean, I think one of the biggest things that I love about New World Aeternum is the scale of the combat, right? Like, you can play as one person, solo, but it scales all the way up to like 50v50 experiences, and getting that to run on a console has taken a lot of work. Our engineers have been hard at work, like getting the memory, the performance in so that it feels awesome to fight at scale.
Yeah, and there's also, we have this lawless zone that we announced, and we'll dig more into that a little bit later as we get closer to October, but it's an exciting experience that anybody is going to be able to hop in and just throw their weight around. So while some things might seem a little more tricky for people on console at first, you can go in there and you can just like practice and harness those skills out in the open world. You don't even have to join the 50v50s or the 20v20s or the 5 persons or the 3v3s or even the solo PvE experiences. So it's definitely something that folks will get a really great moment from, and they'll feel good on that controller.
Now, for someone who has like maybe thousands of hours in New World and they come into this game, what are some of the big changes they'll see?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about that we're bringing is our 10-person raid. That one's super exciting. I don't want to give too much away because I really want to like have this be a special moment for all of our current and new players. But it's difficult, and you get really great rewards out of it, and the bosses are things that you have never seen before. So it's super exciting.
Yeah, I think to add on that, there's a gear score increase for all the players sort of at the end game already, so there'll be even more to go after, and that ties very heavily into the raid, right? Like, so you'll be doing the raid progression to get the best gear, and I think that's going to be super fun.
Will the game feature crossplay with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC players?
Oh my goodness, yes, it will. That's actually another thing that I'm super excited for, because I play on a console that my other friends don't play on, and then I have a friend that plays exclusively on PC, and this is going to give us the opportunity to finally play New World Aeternum all together. So I'm super excited about that too.
Yeah, no, I think crossplay, it just opens up the world. It gets a lot of people in the world together, which is what makes games like this fun, playing with other people.
Now, as a follow-up to that, what about cross-progression? If you start your account on Xbox and move to PS4 or PC, will your character and all their items transfer over?
No, they won't. So cross-progression is not something that we are releasing. Crossplay is. So if you have an account on PC, that account will stay with PC. If you have one on Xbox, it'll stay on Xbox, etc.
So choose your platform carefully.
Or choose them all. Choose them all. I know that I have some people in my life that are excited to play on PC, but they're also excited to watch on 4K and sit on their couches where their rigs aren't, but their console is. So that's a moment that I'm glad that we can bring to them.
And when does this new game come out, and what platforms will be available at launch?
October 15th, we'll have PS5, Xbox X and S, and obviously PC.
And then, as a fun question, what do you think is the biggest misconception about your job? I'll start with you.
Oh my goodness, probably that it's easy. You hear a lot that, just do this, it's really easy, just do that, it's really easy, it's really simple. But, there's a lot that we have to take into consideration, a lot of different opinions, but also we take into the design that we have. And so there's just a lot going on. So I would say that it's easy is probably the biggest misconception.
The creative director, yeah.
Well, I think time for me is a big one, right? Like people think like, why can't you just do this? It sounds super easy. And it's like doing stuff in software takes a long time, especially with a game this big. Like it's intricate and it takes time to sort of get new content into the game.
But it's just one line of code. You just type it in and it's done. You hit enter and you compile and you're done, right?
But then you have to test it for 100 hours. You have to test it on every platform now. Like, there's a lot that comes with it.
Yeah. In the meantime, where can they go to find updates on the New World game and the Discord website, Steam page?
Yeah, so we have the New World Aeternum Discord, the official Discord. We have newworld.com. They can go there for any of the updates, information on media, our blog, things like that. And then also our X account, so Play New World. You can go there and you can see the latest and greatest.